How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today's topic that I want to talk about is how powerful it is to be able to say no. This is something I struggled on my upbringing, growing up through my teenage phases. It's a huge thing that I struggled. And I believe it defines how some people will treat you going through life. A little backstory about myself. Growing up, every time somebody would ask me, whether it be in school or at my first job, asking me to do something for them, and I wouldn't really want to do it. It wasn't like, sometimes you do things that won't benefit you, but you do it for the sake of, humanity and kindness. So, no problem. You go ahead and do it. But for me, I was saying yes, even though I didn't want to do certain things. And in the end, that backfired me. People didn't respect me. People viewed me as I have no backbone, no boundaries, or nothing. And people always expected me to say yes. And when the word no came out my mouth, chaos would occur. I remember once, I was constantly being disrespected. I used to work at my first job was a local coffee shop, and I think I was maybe 17 at the time, 17 years old. And the shift supervisor at that time, she always would talk to me in a way I didn't like, but I would always let it slide, you know. Me being young, it was my first job. So then, I got tired of it, I got sick of it. I was like, I can't let this keep happening. So, after weeks of this happening, I pulled her over and I told her, hey, I don't like the way you're treating me. The shock on her face was outrageous. That was the day I said enough is enough, and I won't let this slide anymore. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no to this behavior. But why was she treating me like that? Because I was always listening and saying yes to everything they asked me to do. And the shock on her face was absolutely crazy. She got defensive. Because, in her scenario, she does it unconsciously. She wasn't doing it purposely. Maybe there are some people that do it purposely that know you could be a pushover. But she was doing it because she just knew that's how I was at the time. And never again she did it. Sometimes I have family members ask me things to do for them that don't benefit me. I'm all up for helping your family, friends, doing tasks and things for them that benefit them. But if it's gonna do you more harm than good, and it's gonna harm you and put you down, and you don't want to do it, don't be afraid to say no. Saying no is powerful. And sometimes in life, you're gonna have to say no for certain things. And they're not gonna slide. And people will get angry at you for saying no. My parents have gotten mad at me for saying no to certain decisions. If you truly believe what you're doing is right by saying no, then by all means go 100% through it. Even if the whole world disagrees with you. But if you know it's the right thing, the moral thing to do is to say no, then go through 100% with it. For example, I got an offer one time to work at a drugstore, right? I was going to be making good money at this drugstore, like tobacco, vapes, and stuff like that. I was going to be making good money. Family members pushed me. They said, go, go, go. You can eventually open your own store. To them, I said no. They looked at me like I'm stupid. They kept persuading me, pushing. I said no. It goes against my values and who I am as a person. And saying no means I respect myself to not be able to go do that. I will struggle in another way to make money than to do that. And that's the lesson for this video, guys. Say no when you don't want to do something. Don't feel bad for saying no, too. Say no. When you say no for things that you don't want to do, you respect yourself more, you value yourself more. Saying yes all the time to everything and to everyone is not good. People will disrespect you. I am telling you, people will disrespect you. They won't treat you how you want to be treated. And that's how the world works. And when people say that you say no for certain things and that you will not do, some people will get away from you and just talk about you, but that's okay. They were never meant to be in your life. And some people will respect you and value the time and what you do for them. And this was, I know, just a video that's, say no to things that you don't want to do, but this took me years to truly understand and to truly get over. Saying no is powerful, guys. And this couple minutes of a video, it's something that really did take me a while to realize and to really grab onto properly and implement in my life. And I suffered consequences from always saying yes and being that pushover with no backbone. Have a backbone, respect yourself, say no when you don't want to do something. But that doesn't mean say no to everything. If somebody needs help urgently, and they're a very good person in your life that have done things for you, by all means go. And if you're not going to get anything in return and you know it's going to be good, go ahead and do it. But if you know that someone asks you to do something or wants something from you, but you know it's not going to be good for you, you know you're not going to benefit, you're not, this person isn't really the best person, you don't really know this person like that, say no when you don't want it. But say yes when you truly feel like doing it for the kind of humanity or for that person or whatever it may be. You know the scenarios that you want to say yes to, and you also know the scenarios that you want to say no to. And those scenarios that you want to say no to, say no. And those scenarios that you are okay with a yes, truly okay, genuinely okay, then by all means, go ahead and do it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.